Thanks to you all.
Last Christmas, Jackie gave him a metal detector as his Christmas present. And while they were away on a rainy day, cold rainy day, I drove up here and out in that field where see the chair and down on that field, I buried money, jewelry, metal, cans of coffee, tins with stuff inside, a treasure trove. And as much as he tried, he was unable to recover it all.
But he had fun trying.
What?
He had fun trying.
He had been trying.
He had fun. No, Deanna said he had
was
fun.
Incapable of discovering the treasure. So, to my friend Tony Freitas, for all the competence you had, you leave us with lots of treasure in the field.
Oh,
and in our hearts.
Oh. Ew, why did he like Brandy 7?
Does anyone else want to?
This was Tony's favorite drink.
Yeah. Tony and I would have a Brandy 7 every night. Yeah.
I think they're delicious.
Yeah, and Caroline was a favorite advocate.
You want some 7-Up in that?
But usually it had ice and it was cold and, you know, it's a lot more.
I want to say a word on behalf of our mother. So, in a way, it's been comforting that she passed away before Tony did, because it was hard for all of us. It was terribly hard. I don't know how Jackie's kept going, but Tony was confident. Now the Hefners had like confidence. We're all good confidence. So, when Jackie met Tony and she said, confidence. Tony used to tell he was also a fabulous storyteller. And he would tell these incredible stories, if you could get him talking.
If you could get him talking.
And once you got him talking, it was just roll into one great story after another. But he didn't talk a lot about private things. Though there was one thing that he did talk about quite a bit, which is the problem of getting married to Jackie. And getting her to stop watching the football game.
Yeah, it was the Raiders.
It's usually the other way around, you know?
So,
I kept saying, it's almost over.
It's almost over.
Because we were going to go over to the Leno courthouse.
Yes. So Tony also did, we did a lake house, and it was a lake house done by 4 women. The mother and us 3 sisters, for the most part. John helped.
And Jim.
Jim helped. Once he bought into it, he helped. But Tony was a masterful helper, and he would come in and he would just look around and say, that needs doing, I'll do it. That needs doing, I'll do it. In fact, I think he would have been extremely disappointed if there wasn't something to do.
Yes.
But I'll never forget the time that we found these little pictures that we decided to decorate a wall. And we must have spent, Tony was going to put the pictures up, but we had to have them spaced exactly right. We put them on the floor, and we spent a good, hour. So like, this has to go here, and this has to go here, and then he had to measure absolutely everything to replicate what we had put together on the floor. He was so patient during that time. He was unbelievable, and then he would put them up, and they're there, and there's so much of the lake house that is memory. So, and one last story I'll tell, which is when we got the phone call that Tony had died. I was home, and my husband Fernando was there, and Pachi was there. And of course I started crying, like I'm almost crying now. And we started crying, and Pachi came over to hug me, and Fernando came over to hug me, and then her big dog Lab came over, stood on his hind legs, and hugged us all. Aww. And I thought, you know, this is very appropriate for Tony.
Yeah.
Because of his affinity with dogs. And so the four of us, the dog up on its hind legs, and the three of us were all crying together.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Tony.
Does anyone want to say anything for the Freitas side of the family?
Everything. I knew that no matter what it was in my life, that I would look forward to calling them and telling them, because they would be so proud. And he's not only stepped into my life as such an amazing grandfather, but as a father figure to me. And words can't describe how hard it was when we just got our house to not be able to hear the excitement in his voice, because that's what I looked forward to the most. And just what he can do to make me excited and calm was beyond what I could ever imagine, not only a grandparent but a parent doing. One time we were out here and we bring our dog, and Posey was a puppy, and we just let him roam free like everybody lets their dogs do, and she jumped first through a barbed wire fence, and it just sliced her right open. And I remember Scott running up the hill with her, and I freaked out, and Papa just stayed calm, and he put her in the truck, and he took her to the vet, and he was just like, just take care of her. And he was like, we're gonna go back home with Raleigh. And I was like, okay. Like it just made my freak out just to a calm, peaceful level. He just made everything okay. He made sure that it was taken care of. He called the day after that to just make sure that I was okay, and that Posey was okay, and Scott was okay. And just not having that in my life is going to be something to get hard to get used to. But I'm telling you guys that I'm sure you all feel it too, that I feel him now more than ever. And I talk to him on my hard days, and I talk to him on my good days. And I know he listens, because on my bad days, they get better. So here's to him for watching over us and making sure we're all okay. I want to say something.
I'd just like to say briefly that Tony, throughout his career, probably worked with some of the roughest and worst of humanity. And get joked at too. He was always warm and generous, though, despite that background. He never got to it.
He was the ultimate Oakland cop, and as John says, you know, he worked for 28 years, and he chose to be on the streets, and he still saw people as people. I tell the story of one of the homeless people on his street was murdered, and nobody cared because he was a homeless guy. But Tony made it his point to find out who did it, and to bring it to justice. He was the person on the street who was the equalizer. He saw people as who they were, and despite what the law was, if they were doing good, he looked the other way, but if they were out to hurt other people, he was there. He was there. He was the best.
Growing up with him, he was as honest as he gets. And this is the first time, and he always was a perfect father, led by example, and like I said, honest and dedicated, and didn't bring his homework with him, work home with him. But when I turned 21, he said, hey, son, why don't you come out and meet me at the police department, so far the next side of the road, and I'll take you out for your first beer. He said, okay.
You said your first beer?
My first beer. And we sat down at the bar, and he looked over at me, and he says, do you think we can handle a pitcher? And I said, I think so, Dad. And we finished that pitcher, and I put my glass down, I looked at him, and I said, do you think you can handle another one? And he said, oh no, son, that would be at a point, no, which would be illegal to be driving. And that's how he is. I mean, you talk about, you know, hey, let's get up a little faster, just up on the gas, you can pull over, flash your badge, we'll be good. You know? No matter what, just make sure there's somebody always going faster than you on the freeway. That's how he lived his life. He was, you know, he led by example. He was a good example too. So, yeah, I love you.
You see? It gets better, doesn't it? I'm just so happy. I know. People love him. I'm just one of the crowd. Yeah. One of the things, you know, because I was a police reserve officer, I got to actually see Ford on the streets, you know. Most important parts of my life. I'll get a picture of Rena. To understand better, to see why he loved the streets. I got to love the streets, you know, and the people on the streets. Because of it, you know, his ability to take care of problems, but yet, as you were saying, support people that needed support on the street. I think I remember so people would just look at him and trust him. He was just one of those people. His face and manner, they just, yeah. The last thing I'll say is that when I first started dating Tony, his partner put you on the street. Yeah, he put me on the street. Yeah, he put me on the street. But not just the street, the corner. The corner. Really. The corner. We had such great adventures. But his partner took me aside when I first started dating. Oh, first Jane, when it was temporary partner, came to me and she said, if you do anything bad to that Tony, you'll have me to answer to. That's the first thing that happened. The second thing was his partner came to me and said, you know, Tony will never lie to you.
Oh, I see all.
This is what he wanted. He wanted his ashes in a box above Ranger's grave. And I want my. No. She says that's a hall I can admire. Robert used to dig graves for a living when he was a young college student. High school.
Right, Doug.
you all.
I could go in with a helicopter, it'd be okay. Yeah. I went to Keeper's Jamboree the only time I was in Ireland.
You know my mother used to call this. Oh, it's really?
My baby's 29 years old.
Yeah, with his grandkids. He's got a couple of great-greats.
Great. I got 10 great and 7 grandchildren and 10 great.
You look wonderful.
Call Rach South.
Would you like a quick summary?
Everything. So, I wanted to do a dog shaming picture about it with money. I said she could be. I ate my license. I ate my license application. Because I'm already a dog.
However they did, such a God. There was the half that decided to support the other. Joe didn't stick it out.
Which one is the full? This one? Great, thank you. You might recognize your
Hey, give me that camera. I'll take a picture of you over there with Jackie. Yeah? Beer, brandy, and Pepsi. Want to taste it?
Wonderful. It's been so many years since, like I said, I've been up here, seen Anthony, seen Deanna.
Uh-oh, we got more. What's your name that you're taking all these pictures?
Steve.
Steve, okay.
Nice to see you.
We found out that when we were doing vacation Bible school,
Shopping center.
just to leave their kids. And
Down.
He's not jumping. He's okay. Oh man. What now? What is this? Oh man, this is looking good.
Chicken.
Real big. One of my best.
Tony's best friend. That was really cool. So, this is the first time he's been back.
All around her. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Is the food.
Yeah, but anyway.
Here he is. Lots of food, huh?
This girl looks fabulous.
Oh, like this? Wait.
You can make it.
Hola, nice to see you all.
Where's your wife?
Working.
Good. You got any openings over there you want to carry on?
There is one
Hey, Maureen! Hi. Neighbors. Yeah. This is Rachel.
Good to see you. It's nice seeing your camaraderie. It made you into a star. You're immortal now. When you go upstairs, you look at the tape. You're on there. You look pretty good. Thank you. You're welcome. And you're on YouTube too. Oh, really? Sure, yeah. All right. I'll give you an address.
Oh, good.
Right. Oh, see, but you know what? I ended up getting that active. I mean, all you have to do is pay the fee to become active again.
Oh, I know, but that was
I saw my primary care
Thing before you
doctor.
did it, right? That's right. And I wouldn't have done it except for my friend. You know, she works for the. Actually, she works for now. Actually, she's for the Oakland Police Department. But when I knew her, she was at the Oakland Housing Authority.
Sausage.
Anyhow, they're going
All different kinds of sausage. This is like a t-shirt.
making up stuff.
I'm not sure if I have tasted it.
Yeah, what
I left it today.
Yeah, so I did. I did. So I did.
Impressed as I was by
But that.
she said, well,
Yeah,
you're
so
suicidal.
No,
I know the answer to that question. If
Because
you
when
say
I
yes, then you put on a 72-hour hold out at the mental facility in Walnut Creek. That's beautiful. They have great, real good food, TV. You know, it's all to the good.
Mine was,
but I know the shrink out there milk,
it
and he'd spring me whenever I wanted to go. So I figured that'd be 3 days off. But so I said, no, I'm not suicidal. She said, okay, Mr. Brown, you have 3 choices. Number 1. Counseling, talking back and forth, counseling. Number 2, medication, antidepressants. Number 3, you have to get a puppy. And there's the puppy. That's Scout.
Good choice.
That was a better choice. That was a better choice.
Depression one.
Oh, really?
Because 24 hours a day, you're occupied with stuff. In your face. That's how it works. Scout.
Scout.
Don't let him stand down.
Now we got closer.
Ole, nice to see you all.